Okay, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are in the world. My name is Pascal with ETH Global, and I welcome everybody to the Rootstock 101 workshop with Sebastian. And with this, I would briefly say, if you have any questions, please write them in the chat, keep yourself muted, keep the camera off, so we can fully focus on the workshop. And afterwards, if we have time, we're going to go through a brief Q&A session. So any question that you have, just type it in the chat. And with that being said, handing it over to Sebastian.
Hello, everyone. Nice to see you over there. Can you see my screen right now? Yes, is everything okay?
Yep, all good.
Very nice. Okay, welcome everyone. This is our intro presentation of Rootstock Labs. We will be checking here how our technology works and what you as developer can do in this awesome network. My name is Sebastian Waqueta. I'm software engineer from the DevX team at Rootstock Labs. And today I will be giving you a brief intro into Rootstock technology and demoing how easy you can interact with this network. First of all, we are kind of the first and longest standing sidechain based on Bitcoin. And this, among with that we are fully compatible with Ethereum virtual machine, is very nice and allows builders to create and reuse different Solidity smart contracts on Bitcoin without any additional tools. So this makes it very interesting. As a developer, you can deploy and use any smart contract and use the same tools and libraries that you use normally for other EVM networks, such as Hardhat, Ethos.js, among others. With this approach, we enable the power of DeFi and allow users to create a big variety of the apps, protocols, and other services building on Bitcoin. We are designed to combine. So, as I love to say always, what a great thing is to combine the best of both worlds, right? The sort of value of Bitcoin and the programmability of Ethereum. But let's see what makes Rootstock outstanding. These are the facts. We are on mainnet since 2018 with 100 uptime. We have an average of 57% of Bitcoin merchant mining hash rate. We have currently 28 seconds per block in average, and we are working now in a new technology that we called MicroPow, which will take this time up to 5 seconds. Stay tuned for this. This will be very soon. We have more than 125 protocols and partners on this network already working with us. And we have more than 180 million US dollars locked into the two-way peg. We will see this in detail later. When we talk about Rootstock, we talk about different things. First of them, the security on Bitcoin, the security on Rootstock is very important, and we take it from the merchant mining that we use by taking the proof of work from Bitcoin through the merge mining that we reuse in order to secure all the network in Rootstock Labs. The second, the store of value. In Rootstock, the gas is paid in a coin called RBTC as the native token. This one can be accessed by the POW peg in a secure and permissionless and uncensorable way, and is pegged one-to-one to the Bitcoin coin. Third, we are fully compatible with Ethereum smart contracts, and the most common standards on ERC20, ERC 721, 1155, among others. Or the scalability. We manage fast transaction speeds in average, and we are working, as I said before, in improving this time a lot and in low transaction fees. You like? Then join us and let's grow together. We have different dev tools and libraries, which are equivalent and you can just use inside of our network because we are fully compatible with them. You can use Web, Etherspot, Gelato, WACMe, Hardhat, among others. Also, these are some of our partners which are building right now in our ecosystem. We have DeFi platforms, stable coins, we have wallets, we have global exchanges, we have off and on ramps, developer tools, payments, and some bridges. You want more? Yes, we have more. We have a lot of grants in our ecosystem. So if you plan to bring some of your dApps or create new dApps into our ecosystem, you can apply now and get some grants. We have this year more than $3 million. So you can just scan this QR code and apply for them. Okay, the other part, the other very interesting part is about the price tracks. For this hackathon, we have 3 different tracks. We have the first one, the best DeFi dApp built on Rootstock. We have also best runes or ordinals project made in Rootstock. And we have also best use of Rootstock blockchain. For the first one, we have 4,000. For the runes one, we have 2,000 in prices. And the best use of Rootstock, we have 4,000. What we mean with runes, we currently develop it into our team, a bridge to bring the runes from Bitcoin to Earthkey in order to do some games and play some a little bit with runes. So you can scan this QR code, check the repo, check how the project does this, and I don't know, you can just check it and try to build some interesting things and ideas with it and surprise us. This is the demo time. So what we will see here is, guys, we really love to see new and crazy ideas built on Rootstock. So what you will see in this demo is kind of some tool that the team did into these weeks, and we are very soon to release to the public. This is a command line interface to interact with Rootstock and allows you to do different transactions on chain. We want to show this demo in order to show you people, developers, what you are available to do with this network. And we would love to see some other interesting ideas, maybe related with this, maybe other crazy things that you think you could just develop with this. So with no more, I will share my demo. But first of all, I would really love to know if some of you have any question, if everything is clear. Or all good for now.
Yeah, we do have one question. Says all clear. If it's possible, just briefly explain how runes work.
Yes, we are a sidechain based on Bitcoin, which it means is that we have the freedom of being an EVM network compatible, but attach it to the power of Bitcoin. We use the merged mining protocol. This means that at the same time that Bitcoin blocks are being mining, the blocks in Rootstock labs are mining at the same time with the same protocol. So it's kind of an additional opportunity that the miners can approach in order to get more ingress and and do this more job. But inside of Rootstock, everything is EVM, so it's the same protocol. You can use any smart contract you have inside. So it's a very easy way to come from another networks and just build. Also, any specific question that you have, you can also write to our Discord. We are pleased to help you in any ways you need. So don't hesitate to contact us. And the question, sorry, I understood that the question was about Rootstock. Sorry, the question was about runes. Yes, runes. What we did is people create runes on testnet, and when you create the rune on testnet, we are bridging the rune into RSkey by creating an 1155 smart contract. So each of the runes created in Bitcoin are created in Rootstock network. But in Bitcoin, it gets frozen by any holder account, the holder of the admin account, and you can manage the rune represented by an ERC 1155 token in RSkey. So you can send and transact with the token to a different other people, and then you can take it back to Bitcoin. What this means is you can froze the token in the RSkey network, and then defroze this in Bitcoin network and manage everything there. If you see the repo, we developed some tools for do this, so you can just enter there and play with this. It's very interesting approach. Is there any other question maybe?
I don't see any other questions in the chat, so I would just suggest to go ahead with the demo, and then we can see if anything else comes up and do a quick Q&A afterwards, since we got plenty of time.
Yes, sure. Nice. What you see in the screen right now is a CLI, a command line interface that we developed into our team, and we will be releasing soon for the public. For now, we are really improving this and make everything works very well. But for now, we wanted to share with you this demo in order to let you know what amazing things you can do in this network. I mean, you already know that you can deploy any Solidity smart contract here. So that means that you can create any DeFi protocol, you can do any integration of these kind of things, right? So with that base of idea, you can then start thinking on the different amount of things that you could develop here. We are aiming for people to bring tools from other networks to this one in order that we can start be growing this network and do a lot of things. In this case, what you see in the screen is the CLI, and when you start interacting with it, the way to do this is by typing RSkey line CLI. In this case, the first thing we wanted to show you is you can create a wallet, and the CLI can store your private key by ciphering it, right? So in this case, what I'm showing right now is, okay, you type the command wallet, then it asks you, okay, what do you want? Do you want to create a new wallet, or do you want to add a wallet that you already have? In this case, we wanted to show, okay, let's create a new wallet. Of course, these are burned wallets. In this case, what the CLI is doing is, okay, I'm creating you this wallet. Please enter a password in order to encrypt your wallet, because you will be using this wallet for further commands, right? So it asks you to enter a password in order to, you will be able to reuse this wallet for other functions. We entered a password for this, then it was saved securely in some specific location into the clip. Now, what we will do is, instead of create a new wallet, we will use an existing one, right? So we will insert our private key. After we insert our private key, we will be prompted to enter again a password for our private key in order to cipher this, and we will be able to reuse this in further functions. So what we did here was that, okay, nice. That is the first step for this integration. Then, as you already stored your wallet, you can run a command called balance in order to check your balance. Depending on the options that you pass to the command line interface, you can ask for balance or other functions in mainnet or in testnet. If you pass the command pure without anything else, you are calling this for mainnet. But in this case, if you pass the word T, the flag and word T, you will see the balance of your account, but in testnet, right? So this is very important. You can have different options of interaction here. After you read this, then you have other options, right? We can do, for example, in this case, we will transfer tokens from one account to another. So we are copying and pasting the account we wish to transfer the value. Then we see that we have a problem, and this is that we didn't pass the testnet flag. So it wanted to transfer the balance in mainnet. So now we have to, instead of use mainnet, we need to pass the flag for testnet. So it asks us for the password in order to be able to use, and we wait for the transaction to fulfill. Then, after waiting for some seconds, we are able to see the process and check it in the Explorer. The next thing we can do or check is specifically check for any transaction. Sorry, my throat is killing me right now, but let's go. So you can now check for the transaction in testnet by having the hash for that specific transaction. Then you can see the information of that specific transaction, the transaction ID, the block number, the gas used, from and to was directed this function, right? Then the other function we have here in this CLI is that we can deploy a smart contract by just using this CLI. For that, we will run the command called deploy. Then we have to pass some parameters to it. We need to pass the bytecode, and we need to pass the ABI in JSON file. And of course, the arguments that the smart contract requires for the constructor. In this case, we are passing all the information to the smart contract, and we are going to deploy this one. Then it asks us for the password to decrypt the wallet, and then we wait for this transaction. While this gets complete, I think we could start with some more questions if you guys have more, or start talking about Q&A right now. We see now that transaction was completed. Then it told us, okay, this is your link to check this information in the Explorer. So you can go and visit that web page, check our Explorer, and see all the on-chain information of this transaction. Okay, and here we can see the information about it. Thanks so much. This was the demo for today. You will be able to check this repo in the future when this is public. You can also check the RPC API, which provides the user with the RPCs. And that's all. That's all. Thanks so much.
Okay, looks like we do have some questions in the chat, so I would just open this one up for you. Feel free to, answer them.
Sure. Yes, I can see them. Okay. Let me share with you this one. Currently, we don't have specifically Uniswap. We are working for that integration, but we don't have that specific one. You can visit our webpage in order to see specifically which ones you could use, or even for this hackathon, you could try to start implementing some staking pools and liquidity pools for some swappings. You know, that will be a very nice idea for this hackathon. The next question is, you did mention that runes created on BTC are mirrored into RSKey. The opposite works. If I create on runes RSKey, it gets mirrored on BTC. Currently, in our bridge that we created, is not happening. Is that is a part that we will need to work on. Currently, only works if you create the rune on Bitcoin and then you pass this to RSKey. I don't know. That looks also like a great idea for this hackathon. So if you can interact with it, it will be very nice to do that. We could also help and give you a hand on this. So don't hesitate to ask about this. I see a lot of messages, but let me see if there is another question.
Yeah, there is one more almost to the bottom.
Yeah, I have a question. It says, so I can see it. Let me open that link. If you have specifically and more technical questions, we will really talk about this in detail in our Discord. or even if you have my Telegram, you could do that also. Let me share my networks here in order to we don't spend a lot of time here discussing very technical details, right? It is okay to build on an existing project or this hackathon for this hackathon. It is valid if, for example, you have already a project, but you will develop a new feature for your project, right? So you are building this from scratch. That is the key of this. Of course, you can have a project, but if you are building a new feature that is really built from scratch, it's welcome to do that. Otherwise, if you bring something that you already have done, won't be valid for this or any other hackathons. I think there are no more questions. Just Shu Wei, please, we are very open to talk about this in our Discord. So you are totally welcome to join and discuss these questions you have.
Amazing. Great presentation, great workshop. Thank you very much. Thanks for being here. Thanks for the time. Thanks everybody for the questions. And as you mentioned, if you have any questions to Rootstock, to ETH Global Stuff, to pretty much everybody, just feel free to head over to Discord, post it there, have the discussions there, and we'll gladly get back to you. With that being said, thanks again for being here. Have a fantastic day and happy hacking.
Thank you so much.